as below average temperatures settle in for the foreseeable future here in the Ohio Valley and really the Midwest and the Great Lakes region. While at the same time, we're going to get several different storm systems moving their way through. This all starts up with storm number 1. That's developing as we speak over the upper Midwest, extending over parts of the Dakotas and the northeast corner of Nebraska. By Saturday the 29th, around lunchtime, the storm has really gotten itself together, with a huge spread of snow over the northern 2/3 of a storm and rain, just regular old cold rain for the folks to the south. Giant, heavy, wet snowflakes that will accumulate rather quickly, right near the transition line. Flakes will be very large in size as they fall from the sky. Very pretty, but also can and will cause a ton of travel issues from Illinois to Iowa, Wisconsin, the southern half of Minnesota, then Michigan and Ohio as we work our way through the afternoon of the 29th. Places such as St. Louis, heck, even Indianapolis, over to Dayton, and Cincinnati and Columbus. This is going to be a really hard one to be able to forecast because there are several factors that will decide how the first system ends up for you folks in and around these cities that are previously listed. For instance, St. Louis could get a ½ inch or upwards of 4 inches. Indianapolis could see 2 or as much as 5 inches. Cincinnati, Dayton, Columbus, all could see as little as maybe an inch, or as much as 3 or 4 inches, maybe even more. It just depends on how much warm air gets in and when. You may wonder why there's such a spread in the potential snowfall totals. Well, here's a pretty straightforward answer. It depends on when exactly the slightly warmer air gets to said locations. For instance, if it stays at or below the 32-degree mark for all but a couple hours, we will definitely be on the higher end of the snow totals. If the above freezing temperatures get in here quicker, the snow switches over to rain faster, therefore knocking down the totals and allowing whatever does accumulate to reduce as well, therefore putting us much nearer the lower end of the snowfall totals. Now, the snowpack to the north will act almost as an icebox and a stronger cold air source going forward past this first storm. Basically, there will be reinforcing shots of cold air over the eastern half of the United States. Meaning this next system, we'll call storm number 2, looks to really begin to get itself together on Monday the 1st of December, then in earnest on the 2nd, with rain overspreading most of the southeast by the morning of Tuesday the 2nd, which they haven't got much rain in parts of the Carolinas and the southern Appalachia, really over most of the southeast. Though I know some people down here are wanting some winter weather, and I think your time may come later this winter. But this time around, you're just going to see some steady, chilly rain in the southeast. Now on the northern flank, a piece of energy riding out of the southern Rockies and through the Midwest meets up with a deepening low pressure, setting off snow from Missouri through most of Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, before getting all juiced up as a potential nor'easter as the system works its way off the eastern seaboard. This could bring a swath of 2 to 4 inches, maybe a little bit more, depending on how far south you are and how far east you are. But still, in the sub-freezing environment, you will receive all snow this round, especially as the center of low pressure will cut its way across Georgia, the Carolinas, and then through Virginia and up the northeast coast. So Indianapolis, Dayton, Columbus, Cincinnati will all have no issue staying all snow throughout the entirety of this next storm, or storm number 2. Past that, it really becomes difficult to accurately give you a quality forecast. We do look to dry out for a few days following storm 2, here in the Ohio Valley at least. The below average temperatures also look to be a lock, at least for the next couple weeks. Thanks for watching Steve Moore's Weather Station. If you would consider subscribing. And if you think I'm doing an alright job, possibly like the video. Till next time.